Hey everybody, it's JLeo1740 and welcome back to another episode of Nancy Drew, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at Henrik's disk because we now have his password, which is this right here, Stone. But I didn't really get a chance to look at this riddle right here that Henrik wrote down. So, it says, "A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the Whisperer of Silent Secrets remain undead. Within this stone of rock," and then he crosses it out in parentheses, what? "Broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together. When the first king ascends the throne again, when the last co-penful has labored till the end of time." Okay, and that, alright, so that will become important later. Go back to the Colonial Hotel and look at Henrik's disk, because we now have his password to his disk. This glyph right here matches up with what he wrote on his paper. So the password is Stone. Then we have a bunch of notes. And then, okay, so that's something that we've already seen. Notes. Bull. Ritualistic ball game originated about 3000 BC. Did Maya think of bull as a metaphor for warfare? Antazahab. This will actually become important later on in the game, because this will answer one of the questions in the temple that we need to do later. Let's see. Matchmaker hired by a boy / groom's parents to assess the suitability of a prospective marriage. Bride and groom were often married without ever having spoken a word to each other. Okay. Green stone, jade, jadeite, serpentine, all different shades of green. Maya considered jade to be divine, far more important than gold. Used often to make both artistic and sacred objects. The six keys would likely be carved out of this. And then Prison of Stone, and this is a long one, sort of. Okay, let's see. The prison bears an intricate lock. 6 separate keys must be assembled to fit the lock. Look at the riddle. 4 corners of the world plus Fool and King equals 6. Each must represent one interlocking part of a bigger key. A cube has 6 sides. Perhaps they fit together into a cube. But where are these keys, and what do they look like? Probably Pakal scattered them all over the Maya world so that they would not ever put back together. I think that's supposed to be a B. This would not ever put back together. Keys carved out of must be jade, likely to that each bears an identifying glyph. Must track them down before it's too late. Someone else knows about this. Alright, and then we have stuff about the Whisperer, Scribe, Amox Kali from Shaman's Legend. See travel notes from Summer of 72. The monolith must be a mechanism for her punishment, and because she was most likely a royal lineage, Pakal could not permanently prohibit her from entering the underworld. So there should be a mechanism within the Prison of Stone to allow her soul to find its way out, as well as a mechanism for someone else to open the prison from the outside of the monolith, the 6 keys. Okay, that will also be important later on, but not right now. And then the next 6 notes are about the 4 corners of the world, plus the Copan Fool and the Pakal carving. These are going to be the 6 keys that we are going to be looking for. Artifacts found as far as north as New Mexico. Numerous pieces lost in recent Chaco Canyon Cultural Center heists. The North Key likely among them, but contact other museums in the area just to be sure. What else? The South Key. Maya civilization extended to western Honduras, northern El Salvador, Belize, farther Amazon River. See Rutherford interview in recent issue of Art Appraiser. And then the East Key. East Key, come on, Nancy. Canton, I don't know, is at the western tip of Mexico, but what about Cuba? The Maya were great astronomers, therefore capable of sea travel. Seems likely that they would have been aware of the island. Research. Records show one. Bishop Diego de Landa found a strange jade carving there in 1652. Could this be the East Key? And then the West Key. Too far. Research. Jade carving with unidentifiable glyph sold at New York auction. According to Provenance Docs, artifact originally found by Spanish military commander Juan de Ascension Cortego, 1753. Cocos Island off Costa Rica. Sold to whom? Carving sold to Midwestern shoe polisher tycoon Henry Albert Daddle. And then Henry's contact information. The Copan Fool. Reports from Dig are good. Found that jade carving with rabbit glyph. Rabbit was trickster in Maya folklore. Could this really be the fool? Radio for delivery. Touted self, first king. Yeah, the Bacall carving is still in the museum. We'll get to that later. Must stop. How? Place Bacall. I need to place Bacall in a safe place. I cannot trust anyone at this time. Moral dilemma. But can I argue that the end justifies the means? And I need to send a loud and clear message to the culprit racing to open the monolith alongside me. I only hope that I can win this round. Lamani, city's name means submerged crocodile. Blah blah blah. Priest responsible for giving children their first names. And prefixes for boys, X for girls. After prefix, the name of a mammal, reptile, or bird. Blah blah blah. That's not important. And contacts. He has stuff for various things. I don't really know what this is about. Dig in progress, contact, comments. I'm not really sure how, I don't know if this is really important or not, but I'm looking through it anyway, so. Password snake in Nahuatl. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and call one of the what was the number? Oh god. Let's see. Hold on. Stone notes. Okay, so 605-555-3195. 605-3195. 605-3195. Okay. Come on, Nancy. There we go. So 600 Nancy, press the button. 555531. Oh crud. I messed up. I was supposed to press the 1 first. 1600. Come on, Nancy. 55555 319 something. 5 was it?
Daddle residence.
There we go.
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking. Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather. You're talking about the jade carving, right?
This guy sounds
Yes,
like Ned,
exactly.
kind of.
Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me. So what can I do for you?
I'm wondering if the artifact is still in the family.
Forgive me, Miss Drew. Who are you exactly?
Ah, you haven't heard the name Nancy Drew? Not even in the papers? Are you kidding me?
I'm the deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm doing some research on jade carvings of the ancient Maya.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
Will do. Thanks, Mr. Daddle.
My pleasure.
Alright, so let's call Penelope Daddle. Come on, Nancy, back out. So 1605555 3197. There we go.
Hello?
Hi,
There
is
we
this
go.
Penelope?
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is. To my friends, the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
The art world. Wait, you're not Poppy Dada, are you?
Ta-da! Ping ping! You win! What's this?
Oh, that
My name's
sarcastic
Nancy
tone.
Drew. I'm a detective.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat and pick hairs off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
I wish.
I don't run into too many dead bodies, luckily. But there's plenty of other creepy stuff.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
No.
Not quite. Taylor Sinclair told me about you. I saw one of your paintings in his office, here in Washington, D.C.
So, how do you know Big Bunny Sinclair?
I guess Big Bunny was apparently Taylor Sinclair.
Taylor and I are both affiliated with Beach Hill Museum, also in D.C.
Has Taylor been pushing those Oaxacan cookies on you? You haven't eaten one, have you?
No, I haven't. Why?
So far, I've managed to politely decline. I take it you advise against them?
Let's put it this way. His trip to Oaxaca was about 2 years ago, and he's
Oh.
been trying to move those rancid lard biscuits ever since.
Ugh.
Aha! My suspicions are confirmed. I'll put that in my case notes.
That's hot. What's the case? Are there dead bodies involved? Do you need to, like, tap my phone or impersonate me or something?
No.
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red handprint at the scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It seems like some kind of threat, but to whom? And what is this thief really after? It's more than money, I'm sure of it.
Drama. So, where do the daddles come in?
I got a tip that your great-great-grandfather bought a jade
Oh,
carving,
I'm so
much like
bored.
those
Just
that are
get
being
to the
stolen.
point.
I'm hoping to take a look at it.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
You're kidding. That's
Oh,
a wonderful
God,
Maya
no.
artifact, a piece of history. It's hundreds of years old. It's worth a lot of money.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying that a work of art is never finished, just abandoned? Well,
I
I'm taking
don't
that
care.
idea
I
seriously.
want my green rock.
Making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, don't touch. I'm all about letting go, about sending my work into the world and seeing how it continues to become. Don't you see? It's an organic process. I mean, How can people really relate to art if it doesn't come to life and grow and die?
What?
Just like they do.
What?
That carving is part of something bigger now.
That makes no sense. Well, in my opinion, it makes no sense.
I can't imagine your dad would be very pleased about this. Does he know?
Oh, Nancy, don't be such a prude. Taylor's probably still got the artwork. At least, I don't think he sold it yet. Why don't you ask him? Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight Snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
The
I think
one
I
with
saw
the
that,
rubber
actually.
shark. Yes, I've seen it, but I didn't notice any jade carving.
Well, take a closer look there, sweets. It's in there. If you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
What? Poppy, you can't be serious.
Sure, why not? After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
Alright, and what should I replace it with?
Something in its place? Like what? An old shoe? A subway token? A movie stub?
No, it should be something more organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
I think she's trying to hint at something here.
Okay, Poppy, if you say so.
Right on. But let's keep Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is to him, you know. Merchandise.
Okay, then.
It's a deal.
Good luck, Nancy.
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
Alright, so yeah, she's hinting to, replace the, art with one of Taylor's, the jade carving with Taylor Sinclair's cookies. But I do not have any more time here, so next time on Nancy Drew, Secret of the Scarlet Hand, we are going to be beginning our search for the jade carvings. Alright, see you guys next time.